What's up guys, the main man here. I hope you're all doing well. I thought today we could actually analyze in greater detail the footage we got from Namco, the trailer revealing Akuma. As you all know, Kazuya Heihachi and a couple of other Tekken characters found themselves in a Street Fighter game called Street Fighter X Tekken. I thought Capcom did a rather decent job, but I never thought like they actually felt like Tekken characters. Sure, they had their wave dash, but they played pretty much like Street Fighter characters, and I thought it was interesting to see in this trailer from Namco that Akuma seems pretty much exactly like a Street Fighter character. He plays like a Street Fighter character. In a Tekken game, he completely breaks the rules in Tekken. So I just want to analyze this footage, and we will all see why Akuma just breaks the rules. And this is of course based on the first trailer for the game. We don't know if this will be in the final product, so yeah, have that in mind. So let's take a look. So first off, we actually see Akuma doing a proper Shoto Street Fighter jump. He jumps extremely high and he does a flip. This you do not see in Tekken. And now Akuma of course does, from this jump, he does Fierce Kick from Street Fighter. This stuns Heihachi like crazy, just like in Street Fighter. And Akuma can actually cancel, after doing this jumping Fierce Kick, he does a low kick, a low light, I guess, which he then cancels into a special, the Gu Hadouken, I think it's called. Well, yeah, not very Tekken-esque. He cancels a normal into a special move. There are no special moves in Tekken. There are only normals, normal moves. And no one can cancel normal moves into any other attack. So already it's like, this is not Tekken in the least. He seems to play exactly like a Street Fighter character in a Tekken game. Who knows how this is going to be balanced, but you can only admire the balls of Namco and the creativity. I mean, how are they going to get this to work? And it seems to be a combo as well. It seems to be guaranteed, just like it would be in Street Fighter. So this is just extremely interesting, but who knows how this is going to balance out. Next thing we see in this trailer is Akuma's Fierce Kick hitting a flying opponent or a launched opponent, and we can see that this is his bound move. And he follows up this bound move, the Fierce Kicks, with a normal and once again into a special, the Tatsu. Okay, so next thing we see in the trailer is also insanely interesting. Heihachi pressures Akuma with 1, back to 4, and in between the 2 and 4 in this string, Akuma actually interrupts Heihachi with an EX Shoryuken. This is, yeah, kind of mind-blowing. We of course have no idea how this works, but we will have to assume that the input of a Shoryuken is CD2 or CD1. But he seems to have the EX version of it, and obviously he must have invincibility frames in it, just like Street Fighter. But now you're wondering, is Akuma actually going to have the bar, super bar, with EX meters? Is this going to be implemented into Tekken? Or is the EX Shoryuken a different input from the regular Shoryuken? Could it perhaps be a just frame? Could EX Shoryuken be Akuma's just frame, his EVGF? It's too early to tell, but yeah, extremely interesting. And yeah, I wonder how you're going to balance an EX Shoryuken in a Tekken game. But cool stuff. And next up we have another normal into the EX Tatsu. Next up we see some Gu Hadoukens. He even has his airborne Gu Hadouken or whatever it's called. It has a different name, I know. So that's very interesting. He also has his, I don't know what it's called, like demon teleport, where he becomes invincible and steps back or forward. He also seems to have his stronger fire Gu Hadouken, which has several hits. And of course, he has the classic amazing Raging Demon, and yeah, who knows, will this work exactly like in Street Fighter, that it's on unblockable? I'm guessing you'll be able to sidestep it, but will he be able to combo it? Will he be able to throw someone up on a wall and then Raging Demon right into them? It will probably do massive damage, just like in Street Fighter. It's really cool to see it in Tekken. Yeah, it's not a very Tekken-esque move, but it's going to be so cool to have Akuma doing Raging Demons in Tekken. I mean, I just can't wait to see that and utilize that myself. And of course, as we can see, the Gohadoukens, or the Hadoukens, can be stepped. And next up we see what I see, consider his coolest super from Third Strike, where he raises his hand, collects a ball of energy and just hits the ground with it, and you have this massive explosion. It looks super badass. Who knows, it might be his winning pose we see here, but it would be cool if it would be an unblockable or maybe his second super. If he has two supers, that is. So those are the things we could pick up from this trailer, from this limited footage, but it looks... they presented exactly what they wanted us, of course, to see, and it's to present the fact that they have actually managed to translate a Street Fighter character and the Street Fighter system into a Tekken game. It's just amazing to see, because there is nothing like it in Tekken. It really feels like merging two games, and I never really felt like Capcom was able to do that with Street Fighter X Tekken. So this is probably a landmark in fighting game history. Quite honestly, I think that's a fact. We've never seen something like this before. We've seen guest characters and a lot of fighting games, but we've never seen a guest character come into a fighting game and bring his system with him. It's quite extraordinary, and I just can't wait to see how this is going to be balanced and how it's going to work. But massive props to Namco, I think. Just really well done, and thanks to Ono for borrowing Akuma. A lot of people also have this opinion that it's a really crappy decision, and people feel that I have been I'm a traitor to the Tekken franchise and a traitor to all that's good within Tekken, but I just can see how this is going to benefit the Tekken franchise, because Street Fighter has a massive following, and it's going to get more people into Tekken, because Akuma seems to be cooler than he has ever been before. And more people playing Tekken, that's great news to me, and I know this will make that happen. And just the fact that they have made such a good job of bringing him into the Tekken franchise, that makes me really hype and pumped up, and I just can't wait to play Tekken 7. And of course, the only small worry I have is that Akuma is going to go into the Tekken canon and he's going to kill Kazuya or something like that. I mean, I just can see the story going like he kills Kazuya and then he can't finish off Heihachi or something and he needs to team up with Jin. That to me would be like terribly bad. Like, it's cool seeing Akuma in the same universe and he can fight my favorite Mishima characters, but just don't let him please like finish one of these iconic characters off like Kazuya or Heihachi. They are worth more than that. Akuma is an iconic legendary character, but I feel Kazuya and Heihachi are just as iconic, so I wouldn't want to see them end like that. And I just know that you are all doing as I'm doing, and that's practicing Akuma in Street Fighter, getting ready for Tekken 7. Cheers, guys.